Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, जनाब क्या हाल चाल है?
सही है, ठीक.
You are the only one मतलब
Yeah,
who is in the meeting, and meeting is
we have
being
a 2
streamed.
minutes.
Where are you? Are you connected through phone or computer?
Me? Yeah, computer.
Okay, then where is your beautiful face?
You didn't see me face? Now?
No, no.
Why?
Maybe you have covered your lens camera.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. This is here it is.
But it's blurry.
It's dark. It's dark.
Dark, right? It's sun.
So I can listen to myself. You will have to lower the volume of your computer.
The reflection of with the window, that's right.
Yeah, I'm hearing myself echo. Because
Oh, yeah,
I think you are listening. Do you have two computers turned on? One. Hello, Ravinderji. How are you?
Hi everyone. I'm good. I'm sitting outside, so if it gets too noisy, let me know.
I can see that. I can see the fence. And I can see your neighbor speaking over the fence.
Just enjoying the sunshine.
It's a nice day outside. You still get internet there?
Okay, so then I'll move in now. I'll move. Yes, yeah. I'll move inside. Not a problem. I was just.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, I'm gonna move inside.
Yeah, I think that will be better. Kalvinder, I think your computer is giving feedback. So it will keep causing trouble. You will have to. It doesn't usually happen unless you are watching it on two computers.
Yeah, some voice on and off when I hear moving inside now.
Alrighty, so
now it's okay, right?
Because that is going to disturb everyone and even yourself. Hey Rajendran, how are you? Nice seeing you here.
Hi, Paulji.
Happy that you.
I'm good.
We have some problem with somebody's computer. Kalvinderji, are you watching on two different systems? Oh, give me 1 second. I think I have I'm the reason. I'm the trouble here. Give me 1 second. I think I'm the troublemaker here. Sorry. Kalvinderji, you were okay. It was my computer giving feedback. I apologize for this, sir. All right, so I will start quickly with something that we're using quite often. I think you must have got an email from me about Easy Speak platform.
Email?
So we are using Easy Speak platform to manage our meetings. So did all of you receive email from me saying an official of Malton Community Toastmasters has sent you an email, right? And it gives you your link to the meeting and to your account. It should have sent you the password and username.
Yep, I can access. I'm okay.
You can access.
Yeah.
Shilpa, have you received the email? can you check your emails, because we will go live with this. And Ravinder, may I ask you to sign into your platform? I might use you as an example here.
Just give me a,
Because
yeah,
I
give
can
me
only
a,
see, yeah, sure, you take your time. I can only see the admin side. Welcome everyone. Satish is here. Mr. President-elect, welcome.
Hey, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
How is everyone?
So we're running the first portion of this workshops, and I would like to have everyone follow along with me so we are on the same page. So it has to be more of interactive kind than me just throwing stuff at you and then you forgetting it later. So can you all sign into your Easy Speak platform? If you cannot sign in, find your email that you received. It would have come from easy-speak.
Yeah.
And you will
I'm
find
signed
your
in.
username and you are in. All righty. So, all right. So we will use Ravinder's account as we proceed. So she will be able to show us something as we go along. So now, hi, Shilpa, can you not hear me even now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I could fix it. Thank you. Yeah.
Perfect. So I'm not monitoring the chat. If someone can please check into that and let me know.
Yeah, I have been, yeah. So,
Okay, thank you, sir. So now, the Easy Speak is a great platform, like I said, to manage all the meetings. Today, what I'm covering is just the tip of the iceberg. And I hope that you will explore more into this. Nothing is going to happen. You can give it as much hard time as you can. It's not going to harass you. You harass it and it will still work with you. So the starting point was anyone who comes to Malton Community Toastmasters, they are added as either a visitor or a special visitor or a member. So when we add you, you automatically get an email. We do not control the user password. I can only make the username. Password is auto-generated and goes out to you right away. And you have the option to change your username to your liking and also change the password. Right? And if you received an email, it would have a link to the agenda of the next meeting. This always goes with the meeting. If you do not receive it, please let me know. Has everyone signed into Easy Speak as we speak?
Paulji, I'm trying. Actually, I forgot my password, so I'm resetting it.
Okay, reset it. Okay, great. You can reset it. I want everyone to try signing in. Yes, Raj?
I'm trying to find that. I just found that email, but it doesn't have that username, or it just says view or print the agenda for 30th of May.
Yes, so so this email came to you when you first visited the club. So when you are searching, search with Easy-Speak.
Okay.
And then you may be able to find it. Or you can click the agenda link. There may be an option that I am attending or not attending option. If you click on either of those links, it will take you into the meeting.
Yeah, I'm able to see the agenda on the web portal like easyspeak.org, but on the left hand side, I also see the option to enter username and password, which
yes,
I don't have. So I can search for them.
You can go back into your email and you can try resetting it as we speak.
Paulji,
So
sorry, actually I forgot my username also. So email ID is not working.
Okay, so you forgot your username. Are you able to sign into our portal, Stacey? I'm signing into it as we speak. And Kamal forgot her username and passwords. Okay. $10 per forgotten username. Hmm. It will have to take some time for me to figure out where your usernames and passwords are to be reset.
Paul,
Yes.
if you go to this club user list,
Yeah, that's where I am.
and then if you click on a member's name, beside that, there's a pencil icon. There are
Okay,
3
yeah,
icons beside each name, but if you click the pencil icon,
I got it. So you are going to get an email right now as we speak, Kiran. Sorry, Kamal. So you can check into that and click on that. Raj, do you also need that email?
No, I managed to find that email and I'm logged in. I reset.
Fantastic. Yeah, please log into that so you know what we're talking. It doesn't matter. We don't have to cover the entire slideshow. We can only be okay with 1 or 2, slides, as long as it makes some sense.
Kamaljeet, your username is KB2020.
So this is how you receive emails when you have been assigned a role by the administrators, the organizer of the meeting, or the meeting manager. You receive an email like this. So that's what you received, Raj.
Okay.
Kulvinder, are you signed in?
Yeah, I'm signed in.
All right. So then,
Yeah, I signed it for
if
training.
you have been, I'm sorry, Kulvinder.
I signed it for the training, right? 5th and 12th.
No.
We
are talking about
the
Easy Speak.
Easy Speak. So you should be able to sign into easy-speak.
Okay.
-speak.org, and you can find an email in your inbox where you would have your username and temporary password. You can change your username, you can change your password, and you will be logged into a portal. I will show you how the portal looks like. We'll flip screens in between. So what I want to tell you,
your voice on and off, so I can't hear properly. So
don't know. Is this a problem with everyone?
No, I think it's only Kalvinder.
I think my
can
was wrong.
Okay, so when you are assigned a role, you will get an email like this. When you get an email and it says here, if this role is new to you, there is information available on the website. When you click on this link, it will tell you exactly how the role is and what are requirements and how to play it out.
All right.
So try checking these links as you get when you get an email like that. And then if you are okay to be that role player, it is a link here which says I accept the evaluator role or SAA role or timer role or anything. So if you can help us with this, then we can save time at the end of the meeting. We can just assign roles and you can receive an email, and depending on your choice, we will know who has taken what role. It will reduce a lot of burden on us, and we will be ever grateful to you for this. A simple single click on your part.
Right.
Right? And then there's a link that says, I will not be at this meeting. So if for any reason you have a role assigned, but you can't come in, then please, when you click this, we will get notified that you declined the role and that you won't be coming in. So all these things help us a lot to keep the flow smooth and find an alternative person for the role so the meeting doesn't suffer. Can I move to the next slide? Any questions so far? So Tanuja, did you receive an email from me from Easy Speak with your username and password? So I have asked everyone to sign in there and find this out. You can play this video later. You can go back. It is on the Google, and I will share the link with you later on. So you can catch up what you missed so far.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
So this is the kind of email you would receive. Shilpa, this is your email that went out to you. And it says, Paul Chima, Club Administrator for Malton Community, has created a user ID for you on this site. You may book into the next club meeting. So it will give you the next club meeting link. And you may change your username, password, email address, any other detail by clicking here. So you get this kind of email.
Yeah.
Has everyone received it? Muhammad, have you seen this?
This type of email, the one you're showing on the screen, I haven't received it. No.
You haven't received it so far. Okay.
Yeah, no, not like this.
Okay.
That's why, yeah.
But are you able to sign into Easy Speak?
No, that's another thing I was gonna bring up too. Like, I'm also unable to sign in. I'm not sure if my username I was putting in or password is correct.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
So as we speak, you can check. I have email mbukhari726@gmail.com.
Yes, that's correct. That's my email.
Okay.
Your username is MAB 2020.
Okay.
You just received a link to the username and password. You can reset right now.
Okay, I'm gonna
please reset it because it will make sense if you follow along.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So after this, after you have changed your or accepted your ID the way it is, so now we are moving forward to the next option. So these links we just discussed. Please give me a bang if it is 6 o'clock.
You have 14 minutes.
Remember I showed you that if you are new to this role slide right here, if this role is new to you, there is information available on the website. When you click this link, this is what you get. Come on, move on my silly animations. See, so I wasn't aware of what evaluations role is. So when I click the link, it gives me everything here. It is so convenient. You do not have to ask anyone, hey, can you tell me? I have never done evaluation role. Even if you're first timer, you can read it. And it will give you some nuggets to follow along, and that will make your first evaluation thumbs up evaluations. All righty. Can someone praise my arrows, please? Nobody? Okay. Thank you, Kamal.
Yeah, love it. Very good.
You're down on energy, Paul. You need a little more energy, I think. You haven't.
Not at all. I'm not. I just had a cup of coffee.
Okay.
So the common action that you can take on Easy Speak is marking your presence or absence. If you're coming in, confirm your attendance. That gives us peace of mind. Otherwise, me and Mr. Prabhu, we can't sleep peacefully. Request a speech using Easy Speak platform. Accept a role. And then you can send emails to anyone except Trudeau. Right? The common actions, if you look at the menu on your left side, this is how you will see there. So this shows sign up for meetings, request a speech, view my speech progress. You can actually see where you are in your pathway. You can see all your progress. You can see your attendance. You can see your role history and any officer's position you took over all through the year. Isn't that fantastic? You can track your progress right here. Okay. Can you testify to me that you are seeing this menu on your computer screens?
Paul G, that screen is visible. Actually, the thing is, right now I'm on Easy Speak website, but where to find this information on the website?
Okay, can you share your screen with me?
I'm doing this on my mobile, not on my laptop.
Okay, so the screen is here. I'm going to show you right now. Give me 1.2 seconds.
1.2.
You see here? So when you sign in, this is what you see right here. I'm signed in as, I guess, as an organizer. This is a club member view here. Next meeting, view meeting. So when you click on the view meeting, come on, this is when you see all these things here. First of all, you have to go to the view meeting. Do you want me to repeat it? Come on.
It's good, Paul G. I found it.
Could you find it? Okay.
Yeah, I found
it. Any questions so far? I'm just trying to make you familiar with this Easy Speak interface. That's all I'm doing today. Are we on the same page, everyone? Please shout out if you are not.
I think, Paul, everyone has the issue of even just signing up or knowing who they are and where they are. I think that today, that's okay. I think we should just tackle that part. Yeah. Most of them are kind of confused as to what even the username is.
Anyone would like to share their screen with me? Let me know. I can probably help you out with this. We have stalwarts here, me, Prabhu, Kiran. We are all here to help you out. Who is where?
So Rajendran, you are signed in now, right?
Yes, I was able to sign in and I had to reset my password. That's it.
Okay. So just one thing, once you guys are sorted out, make sure you remember your username and password, just like you would for your bank details. You never forget that. So just make sure you remember that. Otherwise,
take a picture
just handling this part will become a separate work for all of us.
Well, I have this password saved in my browser. I never have to actually remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have done the same.
Yeah.
So I don't have to remember this.
So we are going to go with the first common action, making your presence or absence in the meeting. You see here, sign up for the meetings. You can mark your presence or absence even from the email that you receive. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Paul. Hello.
I will have Satish get in touch with you right now. Thank you. Satish, can you help her sign in, please?
Sign
Michelle?
in. Where to?
Into
the meeting?
Our meeting, yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know
Okay.
what number she got. So
Okay.
now, so you can mark yourself present or absent. In the email, it says, I will come, I won't come. I confirm my attendance, I will not come into the meeting. You have the options in each of the email you receive. Please take proactive action and help us out, please. Ah, my sweet arrows. And now you can click on meeting on 30th May 2021. This is the link we're talking about. So when you click here to mark your absence, you will see something like this. I will not attend this meeting. If you click on the green thumb, that means you will coming. If you click on this thumbs down, that means you are not coming. So this simple thing will show us here. You see those tick marked, they already said yes to it. So we know they are coming. Those where it says unknown, we don't know, they haven't taken any action so far. Kalvinder, Sani, you included. You see what effect it makes, and then your attendance is marked for this meeting. And if 2 years later you want to check up how many meetings you attended and what were your gain from Toastmasters, you can see it here. When you stand on the podium in front of 1,000 people at the international speech contest, and you tell them your story when they ask for an interview, you can say, I attended 24 meetings and this is where I am now, or 200 meetings, because now you can access your record. And this is a critical thing to analyze your actions. This is how you progress. Can I move forward, or anyone had any question about it? So when you click on the meeting, this will open this screen up, the one you're seeing here. If anyone wants to try it, please try.
Sorry, can I talk?
You found Shilpa?
Yeah, no, yeah, I found actually I could log in and I changed password yesterday itself. But I'm getting MC, right? It's a short form I'm getting. It's okay, right? MC Toastmaster Club I'm getting, right? That's the correct, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Yeah.
All agendas will come through as you speak to you.
So Paul,
all right, can I move forward?
About when before the meeting has even started, like right now, because I haven't said I would attend the meeting, if I go now into Easy Speak, it doesn't allow me to say attend meeting.
Maybe because the meeting has started, that's why.
Okay.
But the next meeting, you will be able to do that. If you
I
select
actually,
meeting.
So sorry, in between. Actually, I marked my attendance after you attending the meeting, like after you were showing over here on the screen.
Okay. Maybe Easy Speak doesn't like Carlton. Carlton, we have to fix something. Did you pay $50, Carlton, to Satish?
I gave $100 to Satish.
4 minutes to 6. 4 minutes to 6.
And then, yes, thank you, sir. And then you can request a speech using Easy Speak. You don't have to give a call to us. You don't have to put it in the WhatsApp group, because what Satish does so far, what I will be doing in future is picking up those names from WhatsApp group and manually inputting your names there. You still get an email saying your name has been put up, that you have been assigned the role of a speaker. You please say yes or no to that, so we know exactly what's going to happen. So here we are, the same screen, we just saw it before, and then request a speech is right here under my participation. So when you click on this button, this opens up. And here you can put your title, you can select your pathway, and then you can select a date when you want to give a speech. You can select more than one date if you want. It's preferred dates, preferred speech, everything is right here. It is so convenient for you. Do you want me to go back on this? Any questions so far on this? Can you guys see request a speech thing?
Yes.
Under my participation?
Yes.
Is there anyone who hasn't seen that? Please let me know. And do not hesitate to call us. I can play this 1,000 times. It is being recorded and you get a link to this whole session later on. You can always play it back. So I'm moving forward. I have maybe 1 minute more left. I'm going to talk about signing or accepting a role. So this is what all I could see at my end. I don't know if anyone has the same screen, Satish, but this was what I found at my end. At this point, Ravinder, can you go to this screen and show me what you see at your end for 6th June?
Yeah, just I'll go to my screen.
Yeah, there are no signed up roles for the next week.
Yeah, but these unassigned can be picked up by anyone if they want it. That's what I wanted to tell.
Yeah,
1
so
minute
Carlton is attending. He's Carlton, Kamaljeet, Madan. There's a lot of people that have accepted.
For June 6th, right?
For June 6th, yes.
Okay, can you just show your share your screen for a second?
Yes, I will do that. Oh, it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Oh, okay, I'm so bad. I done open it up.
Okay, I'll try it again. Okay, there we go. And I've got to move my thinking. Just let me know when you can see. Okay, I'll just minimize.
I can't see anything right.
Yeah, I'm just going to minimize. Can you see now?
We can see you started to share, but we can't see you. Yeah, right now. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, so here you see all the rows available. Can you scroll it down a bit? See all these rows because I couldn't see at my end. So anyone who wants to accept a role, please go here, click the role and accept it. This is going to send an alert to us and we'll take it from there. Right now, I have to stop everything right now at this point, but we'll continue this session later on as well. So Carlton, the meeting is in your hands now. Thank you very much, everyone, please.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock, so we'll jump into the straight into our meeting now. And Paul will continue with the educational session next week. Thank you.
Okay, hello, everybody. Welcome to another Malton Toastmasters Community Club meeting. Thank you so much for that educational session, Mr. Paul. At this time, I would like to ask each one of you guys if you guys can mute your microphones so as to not disturb the speaker when the speaker is speaking. So to begin, okay. If you can have everyone muted, please, that would be great. Thank you. So the mission of our Toastmasters is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So at this time, I would like to pass over our meeting to our wonderful president, Mr. Paul Chima. Welcome, Paul. Paul, you are still muted.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sajjan Ram. So that's why I love you so much, Carlton, because you always give me the meeting control, while Satish always snatches it away from me. I don't know why, what problem he has with me. I was reading a quote, and I was really blown away by this quote. I don't know how I came across this, but I'm going to share it with you as I speak, because this is something very crazy quote. He said the reasonable man adapts himself to the world. The unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore, all progress depends on the unreasonable man. George Bernard Shaw, 1856, to 1950. So what do you get out of this code? Can anyone explain that to me? So it means be unreasonable. Because the more
Paul.
unreasonable you are. Yes, Mr. Chauhan.
I say the explanation is Paul.
Yeah, be unreasonable, because the more unreasonable you are, the more progress you will get in your life. When most of us adjust to the environment surrounding the world, those people who have appetite for something new because they are lazy, look at the Uber, an app came up, someone didn't want to go searching, and then they created something, app is here. Amazon came up because this person was very unreasonable. He didn't like the way the world was shopping, and he adjusted the world to their taste. So this code is really very, very heavy code. I don't mean that tomorrow you start crossing streets on red light. I'm not recommending that. What I'm recommending, be unreasonable, and then try to find something that is in the betterment of the world, the society. This is where all the progress lies. And I am so grateful to all of you here. We have a new guest today, Mr. Venkat. And we are so proud to have him here. Please give him a big round of applause. Venkat is on the screen. He has an amazing set of headphones. Venkat, we are crazy people. We love to laugh and joke around. Please do not take offense to anything.
No problem. No problem. Thank you for welcoming me. Thank you very much.
Venkat is an IT professional, and he's thinking of joining Toastmasters Club. He has to speak in front of an audience in his office, across offices. He's in the senior management team. So I really wish Venkat finds value in our club and he comes on board with us very soon. And he has already committed to attend all the meetings. Thumbs up for you, Mr. Venkat. Would you like to say something within 30, 40 seconds?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for welcoming me. I'm audible? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you very much. It's a great, commute in variety of society peoples in pandemic situation. I'm allowed to meet all of you through Zoom. Thank you for giving the opportunity today to introduce myself. I'm Venkat Edunuri. I have studied a master's in science and also master's in computer in India. I'm being senior business analyst since 2016 in RBC. I'm working in a variety of atmospheres, like with different community and different region peoples. I'm discussing with them about the projects and also about their requirements and their pain points and so. So I'm trying to use this time with you all. I'm learning something from you to help me to progress in my career and also improve my communication skills as well as leadership skills from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That was kind of an icebreaker speech for us. Thank you very much, Mr. Venkat. We are so proud to have you here in this meeting with us today. And I just want to find out and actually know that all the role players on the meeting at the moment is that I think we have Kamal Bola as timer. She is here. Navdeep joined. Satish is here. President is here. We have humorist also Satish Prabhu. And first speaker is here. Rajendran. Vidya is here. Tanuja is here. Ravinder is here. Muhammad Awais Bukhari is here. Carlton is here. So, well, I'm happy that we don't have to make any adjustment today. That in itself is a great achievement. Thank you very much. And with that, I will like to pass on the meeting control to our amazing and like Devanand, Devanand, evergreen guy, our Satish Prabhu. Please take it away, Mr. Satish Prabhu, the Toastmaster of the day.
Good evening, everyone. How is everyone feeling today?
Great.
Did anybody get a chance to get out and just do it?
Yeah, I'm actually sitting outside.
I mean, whatever you do in the daytime with this beautiful weather, that's what I meant when I said just do it. So today's theme is just do it. And the very first thing I would like everyone else to do is mute yourself first so that people can hear me very well. Thank you. Just
So you're
do
saying
it.
shut your belly.
Sorry? Okay. So just do it is a slogan that we are all very familiar with. Can anybody tell me where we have seen this slogan?
Nike.
Nike. But did you know the story behind the slogan or why it came into being? That is a very interesting story. And the interesting story is it came from the source of this 3-letter word, just do it, 3 word, came from a prisoner who was facing the firing squad, and that is the source. Isn't that very strange? So let me give you the 2-minute overview on how it happened. In Oregon, Portland, there was this prisoner who grew up doing crimes, and he was caught for murdering a couple. And he was sent to the firing squad. And when he was asked for his last words, the thing he said was, let's do it. He didn't have any other final word. So he said, just let's do it. Now that caption was used in some newspapers, and it caught the attention of a advertising person who was working for Nike. And this guy was supposed to come up with a slogan for Nike the next day in the morning. He spent the whole night, sleepless night, trying to figure out a catchy slogan that would become really, really famous. And he had 4 different lines, and he finally settled on the let's do it part. But instead of let's do it, he said, just do it. And he convinced the owner of Nike at that time to adopt this. He was not convinced that this would be a famous slogan, but he convinced him. He said, please, trust me, this will become the most famous slogan you will ever have. And we know it today. And it's 18, almost 40 years since this came out, the slogan came out. So we still have it. And another interesting thing that I would like to play is a 2-minute video that would get us all going. I would just like to share that with you, which is a very, very beautiful song, which will get us all tapping and dancing. So let me share that with you guys as well. Are you able to hear the sound? No?
No.
No sound.
I guess
Sorry.
you got to reshare with selecting that share audio as well.
Yeah.
First you mute us, then you ask us question. I simply didn't understand.
Okay, let me share it again.
I hope you are not pranking us.
You're not gonna stop there, so just do it. Make your dreams come true. Do it. Nothing is impossible. Do it. Make your dreams come true. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just do it. Don't let your dreams. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Yesterday you said tomorrow. Yesterday you said no. You gotta wake up and work hard at. gonna wake up and stop living. You're gonna wake up and work harder, harder, harder. You're gonna wake up and wake up. Just do it. Make your dreams come true. Do it. Nothing is impossible. Do it. Make your dreams come true. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just do it. Do it. Just do it. Do it.
Well done, Satish.
Thank you. So the message is very clear. I'm not going to say anything more. We all have a dream, and I think we are all at the right place to further our dreams, and we are all helping each other. And let's take that step that you have already taken here to come into the meeting, joining us, and let's grow together. That's the message that I want to give. And with that, let's move into our role players and make sure we have all the roles covered. And I would like to call on our grammarian first. Navdeep, would you like to introduce the role and what is expected of the role?
Thank you so much, G. Hello, everyone. My role would be grammarian from now on, and role expects you to bring a word on each meeting. So I have to introduce a new word from the list of words we have and its meaning along with a sentence.
So can you describe the word of the day and how many times we would like to use the word today?
Sure, Stishji. The word of the day is epic, which means, as you know, something outstanding, something very, very impressive. And I think we are supposed to use it 3 to 4 times in our talk today, each of us, if I'm right, Stishji.
It's up to you. You set a target for the whole meeting, not each one of us. So if you want, so you can look at the number of people and you can get an idea of how many times we should be using it and give us the target.
I think we are about 20 participants. Let's keep the target to between 20 and 25 times.
20 and 25 times, very high target. Okay, so hopefully we can meet that target. Let's just do it as Navdeep asked us to. Yes, Paul.
I would like to tell everyone when you hear the word of the day, you got to signal that in some way, like either like this or like this, anywhere you can acknowledge that you have heard this word of the day. It could be a simple gesture as clapping. Thank you very much. That's what I just want to interfere.
Thank you. So let's introduce our next role player, our timer, Kamaljeet Bhola. Can you explain the role for the benefit of all? You're on mute.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Satish. Today I'm going to play the role of timer, in which I'm going to keep the record of timings of each speaker, evaluators, and the table topic speakers. And I think for the icebreaker speech, the timings are 4 to 6 minutes.
Yeah.
And for evaluations is 2 to 3 minutes. And for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And for the speech is actually for 4 to 6 minutes. I will show green light at 4 minutes, and then amber, like yellow light, at 5 minutes, and red light at 6 minutes. And for evaluation part, I will show green light at 1 minute, and at amber light at 1.5 minutes, and red light at 2 minutes. And for the table topics, I would show. Okay, let me give you a demo also, guys. And for table topics, I would show green light at 1 minute and yellow light at 1.5 and red light at 2 minutes. Red light means you have to pack up everything now, like pack up your speaking. And back to you, Satish. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kamal, for that wonderful explanation. Let's move on to the next role, and that is for the humorist and the greeter. Oh, wow. I have the challenge of making you guys, I don't know, I made you dance. Now right. So here is a story. So there is this big congregation.
Satish, I think your screen is starting to freeze, and so is your sound.
He's frozen. He's frozen. He needs to reboot and restart. He's frozen.
No, he's frozen too.
Okay. So guys, so while Satish is now
he's back.
He's back. Yeah, I am back.
Okay.
So that wasn't the miracle that I was hoping to happen, by the way. So thank you. So he says, is there anyone in this crowd who has a very special need and needs a miracle happen today? And Bob did not need any more impetus to make himself go forward. He just rushed forward in the line. And when his turn came, the pastor asked him, what kind of miracle are you hoping to get today? He says, Pastor, I have a hearing next Thursday. I have a problem with my hearing. So he says, okay, I can help you with that. So he takes one hand and puts it on his head, and the other hand, and he puts it on his ears, and he asks the whole crowd to pray and pray so that a miracle can happen and he can start hearing. So everybody says amen and whatever, right? At the end, when he's done, he removes his hand and he asks Bob, so Bob, how is your hearing now? Bob says, I don't know. My hearing is in the Brampton Magistrates Court next Thursday. Thank you.
That was an epic joke.
Thank you. All right. So let's move on. I hope people understood the joke. I saw a lot of people with some confused faces. Hopefully they will get it by the time the meeting ends. Let's move on to our first prepared speech. And this will be where we'll have all the prepared speeches happen. And I'll ask the first evaluator, Kamaljit Bhola, who will be evaluating our first speaker, Rajendran, to introduce the objectives of the speech. Kamaljit.
So today Rajendra is delivering his icebreaker speech. And sorry, Rajendra, I do not know about your pathway.
So I chose my pathway is like leadership.
Leadership development.
And
development, yeah.
Leadership development. Okay. And what is the topic of your speech today?
It's icebreaker. So he's
icebreaker. Okay.
Do you have a title, Raj, for your speech?
Speech.
I think you named about me. That goes very well. So
what's that?
And that, yeah, about me is
about
what I'm.
About me. Okay, that's your title. Okay. Wonderful.
And because this is his icebreaker speech, so he's going to introduce all of us about himself, about his hobbies, or about his journey up to now. And the icebreaker speech is meant to be 4 to 6 minutes long. So as I mentioned, at 4 minutes, I'm going to show the green light. At 5 minutes, I'm going to show the amber light. And at the end, like at 6 minutes, I'm going to show the red light. Best of luck, Raj.
Thank you, Kamal.
Thank you, Kamalji.
Okay, so Raj and I know each other for about, I would say about a year or less than a year. It's about that mark. And we met at some different kind of meeting on Zoom. And since then, we have been in touch. And he was looking for a way to develop himself. And I kind of presented an opportunity to him in the open house that we conducted last month. And after that, he hasn't looked back. He was convinced, and he's a member now. And today, he's come out of his comfort zone. And one of the things he doesn't like is to speak in front of people. So you can imagine how nervous he is. He doesn't look like it, but let's see and get to know Rajendran. About me, Rajendran.
Thank you, Satish ji. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. First, I would like to begin by welcoming the new guests to the club and the members as well. My name is Rajendran Kalishwar Murthy. Kalishwar Murthy is my father's name, 17 characters long. One word without any spaces. So the reason I mentioned that is because I faced many mockeries around my last name, because here people try to call me by my last name, and especially here in Canada after I came here in Canada. So later it became one of the main reasons why I named my son with just 2 characters in my mother tongue. So, and like I basically come from India, the southern part of India. I was born in a small village and grown up watching greatest epic stories like Mahabharata, Ramayana during my early childhood days. And I, like, speaking of my family, like, we have been married for last, for 5 years, and I have a 3-year-old son. I've been living here in Toronto for the last 6 years. And like any typical Indian, I am a hardcore cricket fan. My hobbies and interests are like, I love hearing music, watching movies, and surfing the net during my spare time. I was one among those poor, innocent 90s kids who believed in the false news that the world would end in the year 2000. And I honestly or literally continued my studies believing that I don't have to go to college after 2000. Later, I completed my bachelor's in computer science. Throughout my studies, I used to be an average and shyest kid in the classroom. And after my graduation, I struggled a lot to find a job in the same industry. And finally, I got an opportunity to work for a startup company as a trainee programmer. Fortunately, I had that opportunity because that's where I learned a lot about the technology and programming, especially. I'm definitely thankful for all those people who helped me to learn. Because honestly, I completed my computer science without knowing much about computers or computer science. Later, I progressed in my careers. I kept working for small companies or startup companies throughout my career, and I never had an aspiration or any dreams going abroad or working in a foreign country like any other my peer or colleagues at that time. And one of my managers actually inspired me. Especially, I heard him talking a lot about Canada. He was working on his immigration at the time. And I heard him talking a lot of good things about Canada and its people, especially its beautiful landscape. There was one inspiring thing that made me, at a later point, made me to decide to go to Canada. I would like to share an interesting cinematic experience of my Canada immigration at a later point, which I cannot find that much time here, but I'll definitely share it with the team members, fellow members. And throughout my career, I worked, as I mentioned, like I've worked in a smaller and startup companies where I learned a lot of things. And after coming here to Canada, I have been assigned with more responsibilities besides my individual contribution to the team and the project. Lately, I have been working on projects with multiple teams, and especially I've been leading a team for quite some time. And after taking that responsibility, I realized the importance of the effective communication, and especially the presentation, good presentation skills. I knew I kind of lacked in those areas, and I immediately started working whenever I had an opportunity to improve myself in those areas. And I always believe in continuous learning and self-development. Thankfully, Satish ji introduced me to Malton's Toastmasters Club at the right moment while I was searching for something like this, a platform to improvise my public speaking and presentation skills. I have started my journey since May with Malton Toastmasters Club, seriously hoping that I can improve my public speaking as well as my presentation skills over the period of time with all your support. And I hope one day I will master it as well. And like finally, I would like to thank you everyone for giving me this opportunity and listening to my first icebreaker speech. Honestly, this is my first speech giving in front of anyone or anybody, or even a bigger crowd, at least in a virtual environment. And I also extend or like wish the other two fellow Toastmasters who are going to give their first icebreaker speech after me. And thank you again. That's all about me. And thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you, Raj. It's a wonderful speech, and it did not seem like you were nervous. And I don't know what put that idea that you cannot speak in front of people. I see you doing really well. Let's move on to our next speaker. And I would like to call on the evaluator before I call on the next speaker. Paul, can you introduce Vidya's speech objectives?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Mr. Satish Prabhu. So we are going to hear an epic icebreaker from Vidya Chita. So she is speaking from her pathway, motivation strategies, level 1, speech number 1. And the objective is to deliver a speech on any topic as an introduction to the club using any style that appeals to her. With that, back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Paul. Vidya, do you have a title for your speech?
I do. And
okay.
The title is Rediscovering Myself.
Rediscovering yourself. Myself?
Myself.
Okay. All right. Vidya came to us a few weeks, I would say about a month ago. And I hardly know her, and I'm waiting to find out more about her. The only thing I know about her is she has that pleasant smile, which can win anyone. And she also has been very proactive in taking on roles in the club, even before she became a member. Sometimes there are roles in the Toastmasters Club that are only performed by members after they get acquainted with all the membership roles and how the meeting performs. But she took on a role that we usually don't reserve for guests. So she can definitely brag about that, when you go ahead, Vidya. So Vidya, rediscovering myself, Vidya.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Satish, for kind words. Thank you, Paul, for introduction. And thank you so much, Rajendra, for good wishes. I really, really needed that. So big thanks to all of you. Hello, everyone, my fellow Toastmasters and the wonderful guest. So here, today's topic is rediscovering myself. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's all about learning to dance in the rain. Many of you must have heard about this beautiful quote, but how many of you have tried dancing in the rain? Hello everyone, my name is Vidya Chitta. Vidya means knowledge and Chitta means panther. And in Sanskrit it means Chitta Antakaran or man heart. So I'm here to share my story of my struggles, my fears, and how I rediscovered myself and the purpose of my life. Two beautiful angels came together and formed a beautiful heaven just for me. I call them my mom and dad. And I'm basically, and that beautiful heaven is my home, back home in Mumbai, the city which never ever sleeps and who has like a lot of funny and very friendly people. I'm from Mumbai, born and brought up there, and I'm blessed to have a beautiful, lovely family, wonderful friends, good teachers, good education, great job, good salary, great lifestyle, and a happy-go-lucky personality. I'm not praising myself. I'm just saying the fact. Sorry, I do count my blessings. So thank you, God, for that. Life was great. I had everything I ever desired for. I completed my master's degree. I excelled in every single aspect of my life. I worked as an auditor, as a trainer for ISO 9001 2000 certification agency. And I was always a people's person, talking to people, giving them hope, sharing smiles, always was on my forte. So after that, I came to Canada and seeing things change. Life took a U-turn and series of unfortunate events happened. I don't want to go in details and make you all cry, but the worst thing was I lost my father last year and I was in India. I was stuck there for 7 months. Then I lost my job. COVID hit. I could not come back. I was stuck. I was just trapped there for 9 months. With great efforts, I came back. I came here and then we were all in lockdown, stay-at-home order. I was trapped again in four walls. I was sad, depressed. I don't know what to do. And I cried and cried for many days. Then I told myself, Vidya, no, life is not worth crying. I encouraged myself. I motivated myself. I started doing things which makes me happy. I started singing. I started dancing. I started walking. I started exercising. I started cooking, painting. I followed my passion. I followed my hobbies. I lived every single day. Then I thought there might be so many people who must be suffering alone in silence because of COVID, who don't have anyone. So why not help them? I started volunteering for many nonprofit organizations. I loved it. Now I'm working for nonprofit organizations. I conduct many online sessions. I work for women empowerment, domestic violence. I work for seniors wellness program, and this is giving me so much happiness, helping them, giving them hope, spreading smile on their faces. I found the purpose of my life. You can find yours too. So difficult situations might be difficult, but it's how you react to it. So life isn't perfect always. Life is full of imperfections, and that's perfectly normal, right? Life is only 10% what happens to us and 90% of how we react to it. So it is up to us how we react to the difficult situations, what we learn, how we overcome the challenges, struggles, and how we transform ourselves as a beautiful butterfly. I just want to say one thing. In this difficult situation, I learned the art of living imperfect life perfectly. When you learn to dance in the rain, the life starts dancing with you. So this is my story, and I call it as an epic. Thank you, everyone. Back to the Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you, Vidya, for that very, very engaging story about yourself. Also found it very motivational and inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Let's give a minute to our evaluators to mark the evaluation. Timer, can you let me know when the minute is up? All right, thank you, Timer. Let's move on to our third speaker. And I would like to invite the evaluator for our third speaker, Mr. Madanji, to explain the objectives or read the objectives of the third speaker's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. And I'm honored to do the evaluation of our new member, Tanuja Nayak. She is doing from the Pathway Project Presentation Mastery Level 1 First Speak, which is a icebreaker like the two previous members have done it. Again, we do not know the title. I'm assuming it's all about herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All about herself.
Thank
not
you.
Not about me, all about herself.
Thank you, Madanji.
And I'm sure she's rediscovering herself as well. And that is going to be epic of her life. So we welcome to Tanuja, and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Madanji, for that wonderful explanation of the objective and what Tanuja is going to present. Tanuja is also a very new, freshly minted member of our family in Malton Community Toastmasters. And I see a lot of preparation that Tanuja has put in this just by the headphone she is wearing today, because I have never seen her wear a headphone before. So I think, you know, that is a sign that she has put a lot of effort, just like our other two speakers has. And she also has a very wonderful smile. And, you know, I think she has a engineering background. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I remember somewhere you mentioned you are an engineer, and you have been in Canada for a few years, right?
Yeah.
It's about 3-4 years. That's
yes.
Okay. Wow. My guesses are all falling right on the bullseye. Thank you. So, Tanuja, what is the title of your speech?
To introduce myself to the group.
Okay. So, Tanuja Nayak, about myself, Tanuja Nayak.
Yes.
Over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Satish. Good afternoon, Table Topic Masters and my fellow Toastmaster. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak in this forum. I am Tanuja Nayak. I am from Odisha, which is located in eastern part of India. My hobbies are gardening and listening music. From my young age, I was a great athlete and also a national player. Like I was participating Eastern Zone to participate in national player and got gold medal. But when I was in college, I was doing high jump, and that time I fractured my leg. From that day, I stopped playing. From my childhood, I want to serve in Indian Air Force as a pilot. Being an athlete, I also to be a part of Indian Air Force. And I prepared myself after my engineering, and I cleared staff selection board exam. But unfortunately, I could not clear my medical exam due to my broken legs. I was very upset. So I broke, like, due to my this broken leg, I could not clear that one. I cleared my exam. I cleared this 1 week training. But at last, when there was a medical, I could not clear that medical due to my broken leg. I didn't lose my hope. After my studies, I moved to Mumbai for my job. I was working there for 8 years as a project engineer in a water treatment industry. By profession, I'm a mechanical engineer, and I was working in aerospace company in Oakville. I came to Canada in 2015 with my husband as in visitor visa. My husband is into IT, and that time I came as a visitor visa. I had no plan to settle in Canada. When I came to Canada, I was thinking I'll not stay long, and I'll not stay far from my parents. By seeing good facilities, availabilities here, and good culture, different peoples, we have decided to stay here long with our family. And finally, in 2018, we got our PR. But due to this COVID situation, everything has changed. The company where I was working into aerospace was not doing financially good. So they laid off temporarily 90% of their employee. And I was among one of them. My family members were really happy, especially my daughter when I got laid off. She said now she can spend more time with me instead of going to daycare. My parents were insisting me to quit job and stay safe at home. And I had no work from home option because being a mechanical engineer, I had to go to office and there was no work from home option. So my parents were really nervous and scared when I was going to office. They were forcing me to resign and to stay home and safe because my husband is into IT. He was working at home. So everybody was scared that I may get corona and in Canada, nobody is there to take care of us. So maybe God has listened to their prayer and finally I got laid off and gave me opportunity to stay at home to take care of my daughter. But I didn't lose hope. I started doing some courses and preparing myself to upcoming interviews. So I thought once I get the vaccination, then I'll start looking for my job. So hopefully now the vaccination started for the age of 18 plus to 40 years. So I am eligible for this vaccination and I have enrolled my vaccination. By next week, my vaccination is there. So once I done my vaccination, I again start my job searching. So while searching for different activities online for myself and for my daughter to engage her in some activities, I heard about the Toastmaster from my neighbor, whose daughter Aditi Senapati is here in this Toastmaster. From my friend, I came to know that that Toastmaster is really good for kids to encourage and to motivate in a leadership. So when I enrolled in the Toastmaster, in this Toastmaster, then after one day I got call from Mr. Paul Chima. He was not only motivated me to enroll my daughter, he also encouraged me to be a part of this program. I didn't think twice. I immediately enrolled in this program. And here today, I am here in front of you virtually. Hope everyone will get their vaccination soon. And together we'll overcome this pandemic and meet in person in leadership classes. Thank you.
Can I ask everyone to please stand up This is the very first speech, and for every first speech that anybody gives, we do a standing ovation. So this is a standing ovation for all the 3 new members who gave their icebreaker speech today. What a wonderful job. It takes a lot of courage for anyone to come forward and present a speech. It's a lot of courage because you are going into an unknown area. So thank you for showing that courage and sharing some part of your life. Thank you. So let's give yeah.
Today is an epic day in the history of Malton Community Toastmasters.
Yes, it is. It's an epic journey for everyone. And let's give a minute to our evaluator to mark the evaluation. So timer, if you can give me the signal when the minute is up. Thank you.
The poll is up there. Please vote.
Thank you, Kamal. So the minute is up and we have the results of the best speaker. I think the best speaker has been voted as Vidya Chitta for today, and the runner-up is Tanuja. All right, I hope this epic journey doesn't stop here and it continues. And for our next interesting session, there is something more exciting coming your way, and we are moving into the second phase of our meeting with table topics. And we have none other than a wonderful person who has some great credentials behind her name. And one of them is a published book. So she is a published author, and she is now going to lead the table topic session. So without much ado, let's welcome Ravinder Dugge to lead the table topic session. Thank you.
So the table topic helps members practice the art of improvisation and also helps us think on our feet. This helps us develop 4 vital communication skills: listening, thinking, organizing, and delivering. So the topics I have prepared for you will hopefully help all of us become better at improvisation. Since we at Toastmasters try and provide a speaking opportunity to maximum members possible, I do hope that everyone who is called gives this a shot. So I hope you just do it. I will randomly call anyone to participate. I will then give out a topic or question for you to speak. You will have 1 to 2 minutes to speak. Timer, please note, green signal at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and the red signal at 2 minutes. Okay, so let's begin, and remember to use epic, our word of the day. Okay. So the first question I have in our theme of the day, for the word of the day, epic, I call upon Venkat. Venkat, you are in a movie of your life. What epic adventure would you like to share?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Sorry for that.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You are in a movie of your life. What epic adventure would you like to share?
Um, so I can say about myself, if you don't mind. Okay. So basically, I am a chemistry graduate in India. I'm not going to detail about my childhood. I came from a rural village in India, in South India. But I studied in Andhra University in chemistry. I completed my chemistry graduate in Andhra University. I worked in India in several capacities. And then I came to Canada, and then I have joined one company, that biotechnology. And I have, I did some research. I thought, some 2 or 3 patents also published on my name. Suddenly, because of the biotechnology, that time around 2009, the great recession happened. So that time, all investors are trying to take back their investments from their companies because they are afraid of market crash or anything. So suddenly, where I'm working, that company start going down. $2 share company became 10 cents and then 5 cents below, and then they start giving layoffs. I'm the one person who took the layoff in middle of that year. And then I think about myself, and based on my friends' advice and my doctor's advice, because I'm working on chemical company, maybe that's not good to me as a health perspective. So they advised me to change the career to computer side. So then I started to learn about the IT, like I start learn SQL and some languages, and also start learning some techniques how I can manage the quality control, the QA, what you call quality control in companies. So I try to learn some QA tools. And then I tried a lot, I went to some colleges and also trying to do some, the free jobs, trying to get some, understanding about the IT and projects as well. Finally, with the help of one friend, I have joined in, one company as a starter in QA, and then I start building myself in that field. So and then I just trying to look forward about that the field what I'm working, the IT field, and then I feel that business analyst would be the best place for me, so that I can as a business analyst I can capture the documents, I can capture the requirements and put some documents, and I can be a bridge of different stakeholders, like technical people, and as well as the stakeholders, business stakeholders, as well as the developers and friends and clients as well. I thought that would be a good job, and then I start learn some things about the business analyst techniques, and then finally I moved to business analyst. But then I felt it's not that easy job, because it's completely it's not a regular job. So I learned a lot. That's my actually still I'm trying to get much knowledge on that. I'm trying to get how to deal with the people. I hope the Toastmaster will help me to achieve that part of the gap I have. I really excited to meet with you all through Zoom today. I hope I'm looking forward to get more knowledge on it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Venkat. Definitely a lot of epic adventures in there. I especially like the one that when you went to the biotechnology firm, and you've also written some papers. That's excellent. Thank you so much. So on to Uncle G, Uncle Madan. In your opinion, what was the most epic movie you can remember?
Wow. Thank you, Madam Tabletop Master. Epic. You talk about the movies and we also call pictures, right? And I
Yes.
was talking to Paul this afternoon saying it's e-pictures. Epic is e-pictures, like e-transfer, everything with the e. Epic is the e-pictures. The movie, I liked it. The movie I appreciate even until today is called, an Indian movie called Dosti. And that's happened to me when I became a friend of mine back home in India. We were very young, like a college age, and we've been together now almost like 60 years. Still, we are good friends and good family members as a way. And that movie taught us a lot about friendship. And that is my epic movie of that. Another movie I watched, maybe nobody knows about that, nobody heard the name of that, is called Jagrati. That was my first movie I saw in my life back in 1955, 54. None of you were born then, I know that. That was about the patriotic movie talking about India and how you become a patriotic and like it. And those are the two movies of my life which I remember, and I have watched both of them in the last 6 months again. And so those are my epic movies. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Uncle Madan. Excellent. I've seen Dosti, excellent movie. The other one now I'm going to have to look up.
It's called Jagrati.
Jagrati, yes, definitely. I wrote it down. Excellent. Okay, so the next person I'm going to call on is Govinder. So Govinder, reflecting, we talked about just do it, going forward. What do you wish you had spent more time doing 3 years ago? What do you wish you spent more time doing 3 years ago, Govinder?
Govinder, where are you, man? Looks like he's not listening.
Oh, okay.
We have some issues. Yeah.
That's okay. Well, I'll move on to the next question, and if he's sorted the issues, then we can come back to Govinder. I'm going to call on Kamaljeet Bola. So, Kamaljeet, in the spirit of just do it, when was the last time you tried something new, and what was it?
Thank you for the question, Madam Table Topic Master. Actually, when the COVID hit, right, the world. And after that, I also got laid off and sitting home and planning to apply for the good jobs. Like good jobs means the jobs in my own field, like administrative or accounting field. So luckily what happened, I applied for the job for TDSP, like it's a Toronto District School Board. And I got an interview call. So that was a kind of situation for me. And I was really amazed. After that, I put all my hard work to prepare myself for the interview. And I was taking into mind like, oh my God, the interview is going to be very tough. How would I am going to handle it, right? But with the help of few people, I actually nailed the interview, especially I would say because of the Toastmasters, and I got the job. So this is a good opportunity actually, which I received, and I'm very happy about that. Back to you, Table Topic Master. Oh, sorry,
Wow.
Madam.
That's okay. That's excellent. Kamal, congratulations and well done for being, going out of your comfort zone. Awesome.
I like that she was timing herself.
Yeah, that's even more impressive.
Yeah, that was very
Excellent.
impressive.
Yeah. Okay, so next I'm going to call upon Rochelle. So just leading off from the last question. So Rochelle, do you have plans to try something new? What would that be and when would you want to do that?
Well, trying something new. Well, I'm already doing something new right now. I just started a new job, and it's not in something that I was that I recently got interested in. Right now, I'm working for a bank in the life insurance department. So I'm in a new administrative role. So that is sort of like, for me, it's a new chapter for me. So I'm getting to learn the new terminology. It's practically something new for me. It's a new chapter for me. So that's why I haven't come to the meetings. So I'm so concentrating on my new chapter right now. So that's what I could tell you. Thank
Excellent.
you.
Congratulations to you
Thank
as well, Rochelle. Okay, so the next question is about dreams, and we talked about dreams earlier on in the meeting. And I'm gonna call upon Sunuja. What is the most epic dream that you have that you want to become a reality?
Like thank you, Double Master. Like when I came to Canada as a mechanical engineer, back home I was working as a water treatment industry, and I was pretty good. I was a team leader in that. When I came to Canada, it was not easy to get job in my field. I struggled, like I was trying very hard to get a job, and I applied more than 500 companies, and every day I called many company that I had a good experience, please consider me. But nobody gave any no, everybody was asking for Canadian experience. I was really very sad, and then anyhow I got job in aerospace industry as a mechanical engineer, but I was not happy. And in January 2021 I got laid off, and then I thought, now maybe God has given me an opportunity to prepare myself. Now I have a Canadian experience, so that I can prepare myself again to my experience what I had in back home in water treatment industry. So I prepared myself in this period, and I got couple of interviews in this field. And now tomorrow I have one good interview in reputed company which I had dreamed of. So I thought maybe this laid off gave me a good opportunity to work my old experience, and to get my dream job and dream company, to get into that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sunuja. Did we get Kovinder back?
Sorry, I'm not able to hear.
Did we get
No, Madam.
Kovinder
Madam,
Saini
table
back?
topics, no. Kelvinder is still offline.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can pick Carlton and Navdeep. There are others. So
Oh yeah, I know. I was just
and
checking
I
if
think we have time only for a couple more. So
Yeah.
let's wind up. Otherwise, we'll run over.
I have one more, and that was the one that was assigned to Kovinder. So I believe we Shilpa have a speaking role today. Did not see it on the agenda. Shilpa? So in your, what did you wish you spent more time doing 3 years ago? Shilpa? You're on mute.
Sorry, I did not get you. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So what do you wish you had spent more time doing 3 years ago?
Okay. More time, like 3 years ago, I was just taking care of my kids. Like I want them to be professional in singing. So I was just concentrating on that, because when we moved from Montreal to here, into Toronto, and this is a new place, and all without friends, and so it took time for me to adjust here to the new environment, and then slowly started making friends, and because I want to for my kids to be engaged in some activities like Carnatic music, and even Bharatanatyam. I don't had any friends to refer to good teachers, so I was just looking for those things, and that's how I got into new friends, and then I engaged my kids in different activities like skating, swimming. I got into everything. I researched in the internet, and I used to call and get the appointments, so that so work has to be done. So this is how I used to I did for my kids. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Shilpa. This is all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed the table topic. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Ravinder. That was a very well conducted table topic session with a mini speech in between there. So that was wonderful. I think somebody squeezed in an icebreaker twice. So that's not very often that we see. That's wonderful to see as well. So with that, let's move over to our final section, which is our general evaluation. And I would like to call on our very dynamic young member, Mr. Muhammad Bukhari, to conduct the general evaluation. And I see he's actually enjoying the weather outside. I feel so jealous of him now. All right, Muhammad, it's back over to you.
Thank you very much, Table Topic Master.
Screen.
Oh, it's not a virtual screen. I'm actually outside. It looks like a virtual screen. Yeah, so yeah, thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies, and greetings, everyone. My name is Muhammad Bukhari. I extend my thanks to everyone. I hope it was such a great meeting to have today. A very epic one indeed. And I'd like to begin my general evaluation session by first beginning the evaluation session. So for that, I would first like to call upon the first evaluator for our first speaker, Ms. Kamalji Bola. I assume that's correct?
Yep.
Yep. For her evaluation of the first speaker.
Thank you very much, Mr. General Evaluator. So I actually today evaluated Ravinder for his first icebreaker speech, which I would say Ravinder
He's
reminded
Rajendran.
Rajendran, sorry, Rajendran. I would say Raj, it will be more easier.
Yeah.
Okay, Raj.
Please call.
Sorry?
You can call me Raj, please.
Yeah, Raj. I would say your speech reminded me of my experience of giving my first icebreaker speech. So your speech was very simple and straight, and it was in a chronological order. I really personally liked it, and your vocal variety was good. You were giving hand gestures, which was really good. The few things I would like to mention in front of you so that you can work on was that you were moving back and forth a lot. So that was a kind of distraction. I hope it was for everyone. And the other thing is actually when you were your eye contact was missing. So you were looking here and like this. Actually, you were hesitating to make a proper eye contact. And other than that, I think your story was well articulated. And specifically, I like the part when you mentioned the 2001, because that I also heard in my time too. Okay. And yeah, so those are the two things which I would like you to work on. And best of luck for your future speeches also. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kamabola. And now I'd like to call upon our second evaluator for our second speaker, Mr. Paul Chima.
Thank you very much, Mr. GE. Vidya, rediscovering myself. Looks like you helped us rediscover ourselves as well. It was really fascinating to hear you talk. And I was really mesmerized. And I really believe this was an epic speech as an icebreaker in my lifetime as Toastmasters. You were enjoying everything. You were enjoying the passions of your life. But then you became empathetic about those who could not. And you reached out to them and you shared your smiles with them. That's why you have a broader smile than any of us here. This is fantastic, phenomenal. Your start was really amazing. It was, you acknowledged Satish ji, you acknowledged Raj for the way they started it. And you were genuinely expressing your gratitude. We could see it from your face. Your body language was reflecting what you were saying. The genuineness of your speech was very clear. You asked a question in the beginning, and that got me engaged into your speech right away. I was worried that you may not ask more questions, then sometimes you lose track of those. You are very comfortable in front of camera. I see you have perfectly clearly set up environment. You have sufficient light. You are very visible. There's no dark spots anywhere. I think better than anything. This calls for a professional approach and taking these meetings very seriously. Your voice quality is powerful, very clear. We could hear each and every word you said. Your tonality is very pleasing to ears. I would love to hear you again and again, 1,000 times. Remember our call yesterday was over 40 minutes. I didn't even realize that was over 40 minutes phone call with you. And you kept your eye contact. It was like you were speaking from your heart. You didn't have to look up at any paper except maybe for a code that you spoke. Everything has room for suggestions, and I would like to give you this. I think you may benefit way better and better engage the audience if you add a bit more voice modulations, ups and downs in your voice when you are talking about being empathetic to others, explaining how you're sharing excitement. And if space permits you, I guess the same speech delivered standing would add way more impact to your speech. And it is fantastic to hear your speech today. And I look forward to more such speeches in the future. Great job. Well done. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Paul Chima, for your evaluation. I would like to call upon our third and final evaluator for our third speaker, Mr. Madan Chauhan.
Thank you, Mr. GE. And thanks to Tanuja sharing with us knowing about myself. Tanuja, I can tell you, I know your whole story now. I know you from Odisha. I know you're athletes. I know you hurt your leg from high jump. I know you were trying Indian Air Force. I know you were 8 years with the water treatment system. I know your husband is in IT. I know you have one daughter. You came 2018 PR. You told us the whole thing. That's what it is, to knowing about myself. That's all it is. Icebreaking speeches, knowing yourself and letting other people to know about yourself. you said that you are not comfortable in speaking in front of people, but I didn't see very much of that today. I did feel a little bit hesitance here and there. Your hand gestures were good, but I noticed a couple of times that maybe you were reading from something. I do not know if you written on something or not, but that's to me looked like if you are reading from somewhere. Your voice module was okay, but it can be improved. There are few places where you could put more emphasis on your words. Other than that, it's very good, and you did acknowledge people who helped you. You mentioned the name of Paul Chima, and you also mentioned where your daughter go for the YLP or Toastmasters, right? You were talked about that. And you also mentioned that you're only 20 because your number is come between 18 and 20 for the injection. But I know it's a 40, but I said 20. All right. So wish you all the best. The only improvement is voice module and a little bit more action, and that will come. Okay. Wish you all the best. Back to Mr. G.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chauhan, for that great evaluation. Now, next on my list is the grammarian report. So may I please have the grammarian of Deep Core to give the grammarian report, please?
Thank you so much, Mohammed. So our today's word was epic, and in total, it was used for 12 times, which I think is really good. It was used by Raj once, by Paulji 3 times, by Madanji 3 times, and by Rubinder 1 time, and Muhammad, you have used it as well. Thank you very much. So in total, again, I'll repeat, it was 12 times. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Navdeep. And now, after that is our fun little session we call quiz, where we see how well you not only heard, but how well you listened. And in order to do that, we have a quiz master, Ms. Kiran Patula, who will take over. So, Ms. Kiran, you can go ahead.
Thank you, General
Unmute everyone,
Evaluator.
please.
Sorry?
I said unmute everyone, please.
Yes. Thank you, General Evaluator. We have been talking about and celebrating the epic meeting that we had today. However, I hope everyone also had epic listening today. Let me check. Please unmute yourself and shout out the answers. Question number 1. What does click thumbs up in Easy Speak mean?
You accepted.
You're accepting
Accepted it.
Okay. Second, what are the 2 main areas of development in Toastmasters as mentioned by our Sergeant at Arms in the mission statement?
Leadership and communication.
Leadership communication.
Thank you. What was the suggestion given to all of us by our President Paul Chima to progress in life?
Be unreasonable.
Yeah. The theme Just Do It by Nike, the slogan Just Do It, was given by whom originally?
A prisoner.
Prisoner.
A prisoner. Yeah.
How many letters does Rajendran have in his last name?
17.
17.
17!
What does Rajendran believe in? What does Rajendran
Continuous learning and self-development.
Wow, epic
Oh, nice.
listening by Kalpit. Now, Vidya said life is 10% of what happens, but 90% is
How you react.
Reflection on how we
React
handle
to
it.
it.
How's your response?
yes.
Respond to it.
Now, Tanuja, what did she aspire to be in her life?
Air Force.
Air Force.
Going to
Who's
be
the
pilot.
happiest person? Normally, we feel sad when we get laid off. But who was the happiest person when Tanuja got laid off?
Her daughter.
Daughter.
Kids and husband.
Yes.
And her-
Now, Madan uncle has 60 years of friendship And both he and his friend, where did they learn all about friendship from?
From the movie
Movie
Dosti.
Dosti.
What helped Kamaljeet get her dream job?
Toastmasters.
Aha. You guys were listening, and it was epic listening for all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, what a wonderful meeting today. An epic meeting with 3 icebreaker speeches and epic listening by everyone. With that, I return it back to the general evaluator. Great job, everyone.
Thank you very much, Quizmaster. And no general evaluation is complete without the timers report. So for the timers report, I would like to call upon Ms. Kamaljeet Bola. So Ms. Kamaljeet Bola, you go ahead and tell us about the timer report.
So today's meeting actually, I would say, includes 3 icebreaker speeches given by our new Toastmasters. And first was by Rajender, and he took 6 minutes 53 seconds to complete his icebreaker speech. Second was by Vidya. Vidya took 5 minutes. Tanuja, she took 5 minutes and 2 seconds to complete their icebreaker speeches. And now comes to the evaluation part. I myself took 1 minute 54 seconds to evaluate Rajender. Paul took 3 minutes 5 seconds to evaluate Vidya. And Madan took 2 minutes 27 seconds to evaluate Tanuja. Now we move next to table topics part, and Venkat, he took 4 minutes 15 seconds. Madanji took 1 minute 37 seconds. I myself took 1 minute 33 seconds. Rishel, she took 1 minute. Tanuja 1 minute 35 seconds. And Shilpa 1 minute 11 seconds. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, timer. So with that, that concludes our general evaluation session. It was an epic one, and I'd like to pass control back to the table topics. No, not the table topics. Toastmaster of the day. Thank you very much.
Would you not like to give a general evaluation of the whole meeting, Mr. GE?
Oh, yes. Okay. Overall, the whole meeting was beyond my expectations. It was really well done, smooth to the point, and I liked how we always start earlier, which gives us around 30 to 40 minutes of a information and educational session, which I thought was a phenomenon. And I really liked the way how everything flowed through. It was amazing to hear the 3 icebreakers, 3 at one time, and that to me was a pretty high milestone for our club. And yeah, it was overall an excellent and epic meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. G. Wonderfully conducted general evaluation session, very crisp. I would now like to pass on the baton to our president to conduct the next session. Mr. President, please take over.
Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster today, Satish. A job very well done. Indeed, couldn't have been better. It was an epic experience today. So now we are coming down to the last segment of the program, and we will be a bit over time. I guess maybe 10 minutes. So if you're okay with that, we can continue. So once again, I would like to thank each and every one of you who came here. And at the same time, we have a little bit of ceremony to do. Please stand by. We have some great things to do as we speak. I'm not going to tell you right now, but before we move forward, I guess I would like to have Mr. Venkat give his experience and feedback about our Toastmaster meeting. Mr. Venkat, if you can wrap up in 1 minute, please. Timer,
yeah,
1
thank
minute,
you.
please.
So, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is so good, well organized, well prepared, I like this one. All the participants are very nice, friendly, and, smiley. I like it, I look forward to meet you all in coming meetings. Thank you very much. I learned a lot. I'm gonna just want to add one point. I learned a lot from this meeting. I definitely implement that one next meeting. Thank you very much.
Awesome. We hope you join us sooner than we think. And now I move forward to a little something that we did. We wanted to thank some of our great members, team members in Malton Community Toastmasters. So Satish, are you ready? Satish, can you unmute yourself? Is Satish frozen again?
Satish seems to be moving.
Yeah, I'm here, but I have a very unstable internet. I keep losing my connection.
Okay. I would. So, are you ready to share certain things with us?
Yeah, I guess. Sure.
Okay. So now I would like to acknowledge some of the great members of our club for going above and beyond to run the club smoothly and be in the core member team. Plus, we have some amazing gesture for one of our amazing person here. I'm not going to tell the name at this moment, but what I'm going to speak about is this person who came brand new last year. And it started in our executive committee. It was a great step. Very busy person he is, but he devoted his time to the club meetings and handling the club affairs. We are speaking about none other than our amazing Sergeant at Arms, Mr. Carlton DeCosta. Carlton DeCosta, we express our gratitude for whatever we did as ExCom member, running the meeting so smoothly that we can't even think of running without you. I hope the next Sergeant at Arms is trained well by you, and we can do much better job with your guidance and all that thing. So, Satish, can you share that document?
Thank you,
Is
Paul.
Satish frozen again?
It's still frozen, yes.
Okay, give me 1 second, then I will go to my emergency setup. I think he's intentionally doing it. I wasn't prepared for it, but I will just run it. I don't know what happened to his internet connection today. Why today? I forgot where I kept them.
He hasn't paid $50 to Paul.
I guess so. Anyways, I will have that here. No worries, we can still rock and roll. Carlton, this is for you, recognizing your services.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carlton.
Thank you, everybody.
We are so appreciative of your hard efforts and becoming someone like you. Breathe, walk, and talk Toastmasters. There's a beauty about you. Your commitment is contagious. So anyways, I will move over to the next person. She is, I don't know what she is. It's hard to define. She was very excited when she took over Vice President membership role. And she was a crazy person. She did introduce me to a couple organizations and we did some presentations. I totally get it. She is extremely occupied in her profession. And I wish her success. We have spoken over phone a couple times and I know where she's coming from and totally understand her situation. But for the hard time due to COVID, she would have been an amazing support, and she does a good job all from her heart. And I'm talking about none other than our beautiful, smiling, bubbly Rochelle Lindsay. Rochelle, thank you very much for your support to the club. Without you, we wouldn't have got an opportunity to speak with those organizations you introduced us to. And it is not a small feat. That was the biggest feat ever you brought on our table. Now it's up to us to carry that light forward. Thank you very much, Rochelle.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your support. It was not an easy
We'll miss you.
decision. I know, but
We'll miss you as a core member, but we'll see you in the meetings.
yes, I'll come when I have time. But I'm, I have to.
And now I would like to talk about this person. She is so selfless that the word selfless needs a new definition, I guess. She is always helping, always supporting. Every time you reach out to her, she's there. Guess what? I'm talking about our amazing Kiran Potula. Kiran Potula, thank you very much for all your support to the club, your commitment. You breathe and speak Toastmasters all the time. I know you're extremely busy. The club as vice president of education, that's not a small feat. But you are always here whenever we need you. Your trainings on evaluation, your training about so many other facts, and you are always there. Just in a flicker of a second, you try to help people out. Thank you very much from core of our heart at Malton Community Toastmasters. And we wish to keep learning from you. Thank you very much, Kiran. Is Kiran here?
I am here, Paul. Thank you very much. No matter how many clubs I join, no matter where I go, this is my home club. For those of you who know Hindi, you will know what this means. This is my maike. I can never leave this place to go anywhere. So this is my first club, and I will, no matter what I leave, I will never leave this. And I've told you this before. So this is my home club. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now I have one last person here to recognize. And he is the youngest person of us all. He took some potion when he was young. He was going through jungle and he ate some berry. And that berry gave him some amazing power. That whatever the physical age, he still is 20 years young. All the time, every time, he is the person who puts you trouble by showcasing what Toastmaster spirit means, and nobody can say no to him. He put me into a YLP program. I knew nothing about it, but he said, oh, you can do it. And this is where I ended up, doing 4th YLP in next month. Mr. Madan Chauhan, we love you from our heart. Thank you very much for being here and sharing your passion, your knowledge, your inspirational talk, and pushing us all in one direction so we can carry the flag of Toastmasters International and live up the dream. Thank you very much. Please give him a big round of applause. To each and every one of these amazing, distinguished people we spoke about, Carlton, Rochelle, Kiran, and Madan Chauhan. I guess I should stand up.
Thank you to everyone, and especially to Paul. I didn't know that why were you praising my forehead this morning? That why is it shining so much? I told you I put a coconut oil. I know what was the reason behind that. See,
you're an amazing person, sir.
I say I'm as young as I'm with the people. You are all very young, both at heart and age. So you guys are the ones who keeping me young. It's not me who's young, you keeping me young. You making me stay young. So thank you very
Awesome.
much.
Thank you very much.
I hope I will carry on this one as long as I can. Thanks to you again. And same like Kiran said, they मेरी अपनी क्लब है, मेरे बच्चे है. उन्हें पेके है, मेरे बच्चे है. Thank you.
You are universal uncle.
I am universal uncle. Now I was saying I'm going to change my name from Mr. Chauhan to Mr. Uncle. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
No problem. So now with that, I think we don't have any other club business left other than taking roles. Satish, do you want me to take the roles now or you want me to put it in the chat?
Let's take it now since we have everyone here. I think Kiran had already signed up for a speech. She wants to give a speech. So we have our first speaker as Kiran.
Satish, sorry to interrupt, Satish.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. You may give that spot to somebody else if speakers are ready. Now we have a lot of members here. I did deliver my level 3 speech today at Madan Uncle's MCBP Gavel Club. So my level 3 is done.
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
Please approve.
Cool.
See, my commitment, it's done. You can give that
Ravinder,
spot.
would you like to take any position? Sorry. Ravinder left, no problem. Yes, Kiran, please go ahead.
Paul, I was just saying that speaking spot can be given to another speaker.
Okay. If we have speaker, then we'll put you in the reserve.
I like to give my speech, the same speech which I did last time, which with the recommendations.
Okay.
All right.
And third speaker.
Who's the second one?
Well, Kiran, Kamaljeet. If there is fourth, then I will put Kiran under reserve.
I like to do it as well on my project number 4.
Madan ji. Kamal, Madan, and Kiran. Kiran said she already finished her speech, right?
Yeah. Anyone else wants to give a speech? We have spot available.
Are we
following a pathway?
Are we doing 3 speakers every time it's me?
Yeah, Carlton is here for the third speech.
Okay, Carlton is doing a third.
I would. Who would like to evaluate?
I can be one of the evaluators.
Okay. Satish.
I can be evaluated.
Anyone
too.
other?
I can be evaluated.
Kamal. Kamal, can you evaluate Kamal? I need one more evaluator, Mr. Bukhari. Did you just become a robot? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I was gonna say I'll do the evaluation role. Whoever's left.
Mr. Bukhari, third evaluator.
Cool.
Yeah.
And who would like to be the Toastmaster of the day? We can follow along. Anyone wants to be TMOD? Mr. Venkat, would you like to take up the role of a timer in the next meeting?
Yes, no problem. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, fantastic. We'll tell you exactly how it goes. And you know how to change the screens in the background section. I can send you the screens. You can use them in your Zoom.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Yeah.
I know you are an IT guy, so I don't have to teach you about that.
No,
Maybe
just
you can write the code of Zoom.
Anyway, please send me.
Okay. Timer is Venkat. And who are we left with? GE, who would like to be general evaluator?
I can be.
Anyone?
Kiran.
And grammarian. Who would be your grammar police? Vidya, you want to take on the role, or Shilpa, Vidya, Tanuja? Any one of you?
I was just waiting for Quizmaster's role.
Okay, then I put you Quizmaster. Vidya, you were not a teacher, right? Only teachers are used to ask questions.
No, I'm not.
Grammarian. Grammarian. Who would like to be grammarian? Shilpa, Tanuja, Raj?
Raj, I think you can take on a grammarian's role. I can explain to you.
$20 for explanation.
Okay, Raj. Raj is the grammarian.
And
please, just sorry to interrupt. Any new member, if you are afraid because you don't know how to perform the role, do not be afraid. If you have any questions or hesitation just because you don't understand the role, and that's what's stopping you from signing up, don't do it. Take the role and then we can work with you and explain it to you how it's done. And it's going to be very, very easy.
Yeah, you can call us anytime in between before the next meeting and we can explain it as any one of us. So we have, are we left with anything else? Yeah, table topics. Oh, wow.
Table topics, yeah.
Who is our TTM, table topic master? We need someone notorious. Ruthless person.
Mr. Madan.
Some ruthless person.
Madan, no.
Madan is not a ruthless guy. He's a very sweet guy. He can never be ruthless. If someone holds
give him
gun
the
to his
T-mode
head,
and
he will
I'll
say,
take
please.
table topics, Paul. Give him the T-mode and I'll take table topics. If
Okay,
you want.
Well, it can work either way. Table topic. You are not notorious. You are a sweet person. How come you selected to take the notorious role?
So who's doing?
Navdeep, you want to do table topics?
Table topics. Yes, yes, Palji, again with some instructions. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Table topics. There are no instructions. You just have to ask questions. Find some topics and then start blasting members. And Quizmaster, we got everything, Satish?
Yeah, so I'll just read out and confirm. Evaluator, so we have speaker number 1, Kamal, evaluated by Satish. Speaker 2, Madan, evaluated by Kamal. And speaker 3, Carlton, evaluated by Muhammad. Timer is Venkat.
We don't have TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day.
We don't have TMOD, yeah.
I can do that too if that's okay. TMOD.
No, we'll, okay, yeah, all right.
Kiran saying she can do it.
Muhammad?
Kiran, you're the GE as well, right? So you don't want to use,
Yeah, I'll be the GA. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you are the GE. So the T-mod and GE don't go well. So you're evaluating the T-mod as well when you're doing the GE.
Awesome.
So who's doing? So who's T-mod now? Is Muhammad?
I can do it.
Muhammad, T-mod,
Okay.
Venkat, Timer.
Yeah.
GE, Kiran.
Yeah.
Grammarian, Raj.
Yeah.
Quiz, Vidya.
Yeah.
Table topics, Navdeep.
Wonderful. Okay. I think we got all the roles covered. So wonderful. This will be great.
Yeah, much
Satish,
easier.
you can post the role descriptions in MCTC WhatsApp chat so they can go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. And if they stay on the Easy Speak,
Yeah.
they will have the link there right there.
Okay.
And
So there is a,
Venkat, we will like to thank you once again for
there is
your
a question from
participation and
Shilpa.
volunteerism for taking up the role. That's an amazing thing. So you are asking something. Can I officially call the meeting off? Then we can still stay here.
Yeah.
For 10,
I can
15
ask
minutes.
a question after that.
Just yeah. So Sergeant Ram, can you adjourn the meeting, please?
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, everyone. This meeting has been really insightful and an epic meeting. I want to thank all the new members for their speeches. It's really shown me and shown all of us that we all have a journey to go